unless we continue to grow, to expand, there's no reason to be alive. It's like just the law of the universe. If you're not growing, you're dying, just like any other plant or any other living thing. You have to be in a state of constant expansion, in a state of growth, or else you're in a state of death. And that's just what I wanted to talk about today, being in a state of constant evolution. We got to understand, as long as we're on this earth, we have to continue to evolve. We're never going to be in a fully perfect form, but we can continue to strive for excellence. I believe that we do that by, first of all, cutting out everything, stripping down our lives so that we can reset and reprogram our minds to escape the left brain trauma that the world has programmed us to be in since we were children. Reset our dopamine receptors so we're able to focus and we're able to learn, and actually we have the desire and the motivation to grow. And then get a plan in place that's going to that's a daily schedule that's going to give us room to grow in our mental, physical, and spiritual. That's the 3 planes that we live in this earth. So boom, have some type of connection with God, whatever type of God you believe in. Jesus Christ, I believe, is our Lord and Savior, but I believe it is extremely important to have some type of higher power that you're in communication with. There's a cool bird right there. Growing mentally, so reading something that's going to feed your brain, create new neural pathways for your brain, learning on YouTube, taking notes, but actually studying, not just doom scrolling through YouTube or doom scrolling through TikTok, but actually taking the time to focus and learn something that's going to improve you. Getting in the gym, making sure that you're spending time in the gym daily. Obviously take your rest days and make sure that you're getting your diet taken care of on that side of things. But if you're not actually physically growing, then you're going to be dying in that area as well. If you don't use your body, you're going to lose it. The work that you put in the gym is building the discipline, is building the mental fortitude that translates to every other area of your life. You get a plan in place, but in order to figure out the plan, you need to have the end goal. So you need a goal, right? So you figure out the perfect version of yourself. If there was a super version of you, what would they do on the daily basis? How would they act? How would they dress? How would they talk? How would they walk? Not even the best version. That's the end goal, the best version. But the version of you that's at the next level. The version of you that is where you want to be in the next 6 to 12 months. Because you could become that in the next 6 to 12 months if, first of all, you embody that, and then you set yourself the daily plan and schedule that person would have. So this is where I say about our daily evolution, because we are obviously going to fall to the traps of this world, and we're not going to be perfect all the time. We can't be. It's impossible. So we're going to get into a rut maybe where we're not disciplined, where we're starting to not love ourselves as much because we can't look at ourselves with the same pride and joy that we had when we were previously locked in. I know how that feels, bro. So it's when you're in these ruts, it's stacking up those small wins to gain momentum, to get yourself back on the winning track. So on the daily, first of all, you need to wake up at a specific time. It doesn't have to be super early. I've tried that. I liked it. I've been disciplined, and that's good for mental fortitude if you want to grow that. But I think as long as you're waking up at a specific time and you have a plan in place and you're straight to focused work, that it doesn't matter if you wake up late. Especially on my end, I'm usually working till 10:30, 11 p.m. at night to get the West Coast phone time. So it's like it works out better for me to wake up at 7 to hit the gym in the middle of the day, and it's better for my schedule. I like the way it flows in my work day. I like the way that I get an energy boost in the middle of the day to continue working throughout the night. I like the way that it keeps me out of trouble, because if I wasn't working at night, what else am I going to be doing? You know what I'm saying? I would rather be spending my time during the day when everybody else is working, doing the things that I need to do, relaxing, feeding my mind, hitting the gym, eating. I'm not even relaxing, bro. I don't be relaxing on a day-to-day basis, but it's like after you complete these tasks, now you lock in for the evening block of work. Then you make more money at nighttime. Boom, go to sleep, hit it again in the morning. It's a constant cycle of momentum that you build up, but it starts by those small tasks. You see what I'm saying? To get yourself out of that rut. And if we think about what really holds us back from constant evolution, I would say the main thing is fear of if we can handle the future, if we are enough to become that person, because we don't know what that's like. Our brains are basically designed to filter out our environment and give us the most comfortable, the most safe environment for us to be in, and growth is often uncomfortable. Growth is also not the most safe. It's often riskier than staying exactly where you are, so your brain wants to avoid that, and so it gives us these signals to avoid these things, but these signals are just emotions. If we can learn to view these as emotions, we can learn to breathe and not react to these emotions, to control our thoughts, to become a what did John Mark Stevenson say? A thought alchemist. If we can become a thought alchemist and transmute that energy into something positive, where we might not be where we want to be at yet, but we know that where we're at right now is building us to become that person that deserves where we want to be at, if that makes sense. I hope you guys can see me all right. But yeah, if we're not evolving, we're dying at the end of the day. So make sure to not let fear hold you back from these things. As I keep learning about these subjects, obviously I'm gonna keep making videos. I hope everything's straight with y'all. I've just been chilling, really just working, just trying to, like I said, keep improving myself daily. I think once I got back from Arizona, I was kind of in a little slump because I'm back home. I'm more comfortable now. I got my girl here. I got my parents here, the family. It kind of takes me away from work things a little bit. And I was also waiting on that money to come in. But now that we got the funnel up and running, I was grinding hard for that to get that going. So it's like, I've been consistent in the gym the last couple of weeks since I've been here. I'm on a new split now. I'm doing upper lower push-pull legs with rest days, in between there. So it's like things are going well, but I think also to remember that things aren't always going to go well. Like John Mark Stevenson said today as well, you're on a roller coaster of life, right? Things are going to go up and down. If you can't expect things to continually just increase forever without trials and tribulations. So it's like, if you can use the momentum on the down to instead get a higher high, then that's where we can really improve ourselves. So just staying consistent even in the down periods, instead of focusing on the results that we have, focusing on the inputs that we're putting in instead, the things that we're doing that are actually going to push the needle forward and improve us, make us better, which in turn attracts the money to us, because that's all we need. We cannot make money as far as we can't literally print money. We have to take money from somebody. Somebody has to give us their money voluntarily. So if we are high enough level and we're able to provide enough value to that person, there is no reason for them not to give us money, and there's no reason for them not to give us large sums of money, because money is infinite. There's $90 trillion in the world, and they're just printing more money every day. The banks are just using fractionalized banking to just separate the money infinitely. It's not even real. So we can just get a little sliver by leveling up who we are as a person, and then providing value to the marketplace and getting compensated as such. I think it's really as simple as that, but we have to continually evolve. We cannot let comfort and fear hold us back. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part, especially in America, with all the vices and distractions that are so readily available. It's important to stay disciplined, but continue to grow, continue to evolve. I'll talk to y'all soon. Hopefully you made it to the end. But yeah, follow me on the gram, hit me up, drop a comment, boys. This is a place of discussion. We just be doing whatever here. I'm gonna keep posting videos about the business. Right now the funnel is optimizing, so I'm gonna give it like a week or two, do another update video on that, and I'll probably do some tutorial videos on how to build that type of stuff out. If you like more of these mindset type of videos, drop a comment for that. Any questions you have, I could try my best to answer them. I really just go through life and experience things and try and learn from them. Try and learn from my experiences and then share what I learned. Really, that's really all it is. Because I feel like that's helpful. I feel like we all go through the same things at some point. So if my viewpoints on life can be helpful to somebody, why wouldn't I share them? It's free for everybody. It is it's fun for me. I like making content just in general. It's almost therapeutic to just sit on here and yap to you guys. What do I got? 129 subs. We're big balling now. I think last time before I went to Arizona, we were at like 79. So honestly, appreciate you guys. I know I haven't been making too much long form content like this, but that is where the channel is going, at least at this season in my life. I'm gonna be posting more long form, and then once I get this funnel going, once the YouTube channel starts doing well, I'm gonna hire a bunch of clippers and just spam out the short form on all socials and just allow my team to take care of that. But oh, I thought my phone died. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, boys. Drop a comment, talk to me. Hope you appreciated the video. We're here in the garden today. I don't know how, like, the sun is very bright, so I hope you guys can see me, but I'll talk to you soon. All right, peace.